For years, self-help gurus and tech influencers have sold you a pseudo-scientific lie. It's called dopamine detox. Sit in a dark room, avoid eye contact, turn off your phone, and magically, your brain resets its reward system. Sound inspiring? It's complete nuff. You cannot detox a neurotransmitter that your brain produces naturally every single second just to keep you alive. In 2019, a Silicon Valley trend hijacked basic neuroscience, convincing millions that dopamine is a toxic drug you need to flush out. But here's what the peer-reviewed studies actually show. Dopamine isn't the chemical of pleasure. It's the chemical of a neurochemical molecule of wanting, not liking. When you scroll through social media, play video games, or eat ultra-processed food, your brain isn't getting flooded with pleasure poison. It's responding to an evolutionary survival system that got. Think of your brain's dopamine system like a hyperactive dog sitting by the dinner table. Every time you pull out your phone and get a notification, you toss that dog a tiny piece of steak. Do that 500 times a day, and what happens? The dog doesn't get toxic. The dog it sits there constantly barking, begging, and ignoring every normal command. Inside your brain, dopamine binds to specific receptors, primarily the striatum. When you bombard these receptors with hyperstimulating inputs, your brain doesn't run out of dopamine. Instead, to protect itself from overstimulation, it downregulates. It literally hides its receptors. You don't have too much dopamine, so when an influencer tells you to do a 24-hour dopamine fast, where you sit in silence and eat plain rice, what is actually happening? Zero. A 24-hour fast does not magically resensitize receptor density in your basal ganglia. Neuroimaging studies prove that receptor upregulation takes weeks of sustained, contextual behavioral changes, not one trendy, miserable weekend of self-deprivation. Worse yet, the moment you finish your detox and touch your phone again, boom, that dopamine spike hits even harder, sending you straight back to square one. So how do you actually fix a shattered attention span without buying into fake influencer science? First, stop trying to change your dopamine molecules and start changing your environment. Your brain builds unconscious friction pathways. If your phone is in another room while you work, the cognitive load required to fetch it breaks the automatic dopamine loop. Second, neurologically, dopamine released after hard physical or mental exertion acts entirely differently on your baseline levels than passive consumption spikes. Run a mile, solve a hard problem, read a dense chapter, earn the spike, don't buy it cheap. Stop treating your brain like a dirty juice cleanse. Your brain isn't poisoned by dopamine, it's just bored of your environment. Fix the environment, and the chemistry fixes itself.